Hello again from the T.B. Ferguson Museum. This is Roy with another Throwback Thursday where I go back 100 years ago in time, now to 1926, and I see what was happening in and around Blaine County in Watonga, Oklahoma, and sometimes even world events in that year through the eyes of the Watonga Republican newspaper and through the eyes of the people back then. If you like what we're doing, click that follow button. If you're already following us, click that like button. Share any of our content that you like and leave a comment. Now, we already have a flyer for next month's events. We have two. We have the Living Traditions here at the museum. And featured speaker is not only a local candidate for a political office, but she's going to be talking about Cinco de Mayo. And then we also have the upcoming Ladies Tea, which is one of the big fundraiser events that we have for this year. And that's one way that you can support the museum. The other way is clicking that follow button and expanding our reach into the blogosphere, the interwebs. I do want to thank again. I'll take ones and I'll take twos. We are growing the following in this on this page, and we need to do it more. Take a look. I will cross post this to YouTube. Hopefully you're a YouTuber as well. Some people don't do Facebook, they do YouTube. So, and then there's the dozen other whatevers. We'll get around to posting on them too someday. So anyhow, we got a lot to cover today. I want to say something about last week's. I'm not sure what the strategy is here, everything, but besides having some double exposure and everything, there was pages and pages and pages of consumer advertisement after in the back half, and there was also a cartoon page. Who would have thunk that? I maybe missed the change. They may have announced it, but I missed it. Anyhow, so let's go forward. And as always, I like to start with the Liberty Theater because we get enough drama in our lives as it is negative stuff. So, but this is positive things, and we learn a lot about culture and people and how things were back then by the entertainment that they chose to spend their money with. So Liberty Theater, Friday and Saturday, Fred Thompson and his Wonder Horse Silver King, once again Silver King, in the Wild Bull's Lair. I'm going to go out on a limb and think that I'm going to say that's a Western. Also, the last chapter in the Sunken Silver. I'm going to have to do some research on that. It sounds like it's a short, sounds adventurous. I say that every time and then I don't follow through. Also, a Senate comedy that always throws me because it's SENNETT comedy, not like Washington D.C. Senate. And gotta throw in the pipe organ. We have the pipe organ. The Monday and Tuesday we got Rin Tin Tin, the Wonder Dog, in the big story of the Great Northwest. And the name of the movie is Find Your Man. Go, Rennie. Also, comedy there, and the ever-present pipe organ. Wednesday and Thursday we have Buck Jones. Yes, the Buck Jones. Lazy Bones. Also news and Aesop's. So yeah, the westerns and adventure and I think Sunken Silver is, we call it a documentary nowadays. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out. The cost of mailboxes in Hitchcock are, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, the mailboxes are 19 cents at Hockaday, so you got private mailboxes. Isn't that cool? I just read through this stuff too fast, anyhow. So we got, I gotta skip over so much. If you ever want to lose a day and explore the past, this microfiche is a good way to do it. There we go, front page. And you can, the Watonga Public Library has exactly the same stuff here and probably some more. We're just specific on the Watonga Republican. They probably have more stuff available, but you know what? I don't know. Here's why I messed up on the Hockaday from Hitchcock. Front page, Hitchcock, a hospitable town. Hitchcock folks turned out in goodly numbers to greet their guests on Tuesday at the district missionary meeting. The ladies had prepared a fine supper for everyone at the building on Main Street. The rain made it necessary for many to return home before the night session. The women of the Methodist Church, where the meeting was held, had hoped to have their basement completed before the meeting, but on account of the continued wet weather, the work had not been completed. Okay. So there's thrown out some love to Hitchcock. All right. Last week or the week before, we had somebody missing, and the search was on. Well, we have a conclusion to this story, and it's not a happy ending, so brace yourself. Missing man found near his home. The young Blair, found within a mile of his home. He had been dead for some days. And remember, these two guys went out hunting, and then some freak snowstorm comes in and everything, and one survived and one didn't. And that was young Blair. So he succumbed to exposure like I expected. A small boy in a search of the family cows found the body of Rufus Blair last Friday evening, only a mile from the Blair home. It will be remembered that we recently printed an account of the younger Blair near Okarche. That's a different person, with his brother-in-law driving over to Blaine County the day before the recent heavy snowstorm. On Monday, during the blizzard, the other boy arrived at their home and stated that their car was stuck in the snow drift, and Blair started to walk home, but got separated on his way. So, I'm not going to read all the article. I grew up in the Arctic. I grew up in Alaska, worked in the Arctic and everything. Like, you always stay with your vehicle, and this is why it's easier to find you. So, but also when hypothermia kicks in and these things, you stop thinking correctly, and and everybody makes bad decisions, and we wander off like what this guy did. So it's a tragedy, and it can still happen today. Anyhow, I'm going to finish on a happy note. A number of Native Americans, a number of Cheyenne, are on their way to Oklahoma City for the commemoration of the 1889 run, and they're going with their full regalia. There are 21 Cheyenne Indians accompanied by W.R. Black left Tuesday for Oklahoma City to participate in this celebration. So it's a long article. It's really cool. These are all performers and veterans of the Wild West shows that are going. So I am really intrigued. If you got any information on any of these people, I'm going to read some names here. And you got any family history that you'd be willing to share about hey, they're rock stars. This is stardom. And this is really kind of cool. So here's some names. I'm running out of time. I'm just going to go ahead and read them. Okay. Dave Pendleton, Old Lady Pendleton. I'm just reading what it is. Charles Goodbear, Little Woman, who's Mrs. Charles Goodbear. Chief Hicks, Chief Little Hand, White Buffalo, Medicine, a different person, Medicine Woman, also known as Mrs. White Buffalo. Marley Curtis, Robert Curtis, who is named Rusty Teeth, Charlie Curtis, Sear Face, William Curtis, Blue Horse, White Woman, also known as Mrs. William Curtis, William Goodsell, Crooked Nose, Mrs. William Goodsell, Man in the Cloud, On the Clouds. I'm not sure if that's one or the other. Or On the Clouds, In the Clouds, I don't know. And Frank Pendleton, John Big Eagle, White Eyes, also Two Small Children. So if you know any of those names and you want to throw any information in on, I'm going to turn this noisy thing on. Put it in the comments. Let's get this information out. Let these people's stories come back to life again. So if you're a family member of any of those people and you got a story, please put it in the comments below. Anyhow, this is Roy with another Throwback Thursday. And until next week, take care of yourselves and be kind to one another.